हेलो ओके लेट्स स्टार्ट है हाम्रो मेन फाइलहरू चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि मेन डट पाई हाम्रो बोर्ड नेलिङ डट पाई अनि हाम्रो रिजल्ट आउने फाइल रिजल्ट्स अफ मोडल्स डट टिएक्सटी है अनि यो लुप सम्यक भन्ने पनि इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ। यो बोर्ड नेलिङमा हामीले बोरिङको लागि जे गर्छौँ लुप सम्यकमा रिबनहरूको लागि त्यही नै काम गरिन्छ। बट लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ मेन डट पाई। यता हाम्रो सबै इनपुट दिइन्छ है, यता कमेन्टमा पनि लेखिदिएको छ। हाम्रो इनपुटहरू सबै यता दिन सकिन्छ। इनपुट दिँदाखेरि यो जुन जुन प्यारामिटरलाई लिस्टको फर्ममा दिएको छ तिनीहरूलाई हामीले मल्टिपल इनपुट दिन सक्छौँ। यो मल्टिपल इनपुट दियौँ भने चाहिँ यसको पर्म्युटेसनहरू लागेर हाम्रो वान आफ्टर द वान एउटा मोडल सकेपछि अर्को मोडल कम्बिनेसनमा रन हुन्छ है। फर इक्जाम्पल फर्स्ट मोडलमा अब हामीले जस्तै यो गामाको भ्यालु एउटा मात्र नलिएर यसरी तिनवटा लियौँ भने सो ईको भ्यालु यति, गामाको भ्यालु 19.5 गर्दै गर्दै जान्छ। ब्याकफिल एङ्गल 0 लिन्छ एन्ड अरू कहीँ चेन्ज गरिएको छैन। सो फर्स्ट मोडलको प्यारामिटर यो हुन्छ। सेकेन्ड मोडलमा अरू सबै सेम हुन्छ, ब्याकफिल एङ्गल 20 हुन्छ। अगेन इन द नेक्स्ट मोडल गामा विल बी चेन्ज्ड, ब्याकफिल एङ्गल फेरि 0 हुन्छ, अरू सबै सेम हुन्छ। नेक्स्टमा फेरि 20 हुन्छ एन्ड सो अन। सो यसरी हाम्रो यहाँ 3वटा अप्सन, यहाँ 2वटा अप्सन भयो भने टोटलमा 6वटा मोडल हुन्छ है। सो अहिलेको लागि लेट्स गो ब्याक टु जस्ट 1 एन्ड यता तपाईँले आफ्नो डिजायर्ड इनपुट, आफ्नो रिक्वायर्ड इनपुटहरू त्यसरी दिन सक्नुहुन्छ है। इन्डिभिजुअल इनपुट मात्रै दिन सक्नु पनि हुन्छ एउटा मोडल गरेर, अथवा कम्बिनेसनमा मलाई यो कम्बिनेसनको चाहिएको छ भनेर एट अ टाइम मल्टिपल मोडल्स रन गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। अब इन्डिभिजुअल गर्दा र मल्टिपल गर्दाको लागि के भन्न चाहन्छु भने, यदि इन्डिभिजुअल गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ र हरेक आउटपुटलाई तपाईँले डिफर्म्ड मेस हरेकको त्यो इन्डिभिजुअल पर स्टेज होइन, डिफर्मेसनहरूको अथवा फ्याक्टर सेफ्टीको पर स्टेज हेर्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने चाहिँ के गर्नु भनेदेखि, अब हामीले ग्राउटेड गर्न लाग्छ भने ग्राउटेडको फाइलमा आएर यो लाइन नम्बरमा लाइन 517 एन्ड 518मा चाहिँ ह्यास हालिदिनु होला यसरी। त्यो भयो भने हाम्रो जब विन्डोज खुल्छ उता प्लेक्सिसमा, तब त्यसले विन्डोजलाई अटोमेटिक क्लोज गर्दैन र त्यो आउटपुटको जुन विन्डो छ त्यसले हामीलाई कुरेर बस्छ इन्डिभिजुअल मोडल गर्दाखेरि। तर अब तपाईँले पर्म्युटेसनहरू गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ र धेरैवटा मोडलको फ्याक्टर अफ सेफ्टी र डिस्प्लेसमेन्ट हेर्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने त्यसरी नगर्नु भन्ने रिकमेन्ड गर्न चाहन्छु। सुरुमै यता यसलाई क्लोज भनेर राख्नु होला, यो कमेन्ट नगर्नु होला, यो लाइनहरूलाई यसरी एक्टिभेट गर्नु होला र सेभ गर्न नबिर्सिनु होला। दुवै केसमा हाम्रो रिजल्ट चाहिँ यसमा आएर बस्छ। यो अहिले रन गरेर देखाउँछु। तर यो जब यो हाम्रो कमेन्टमा छैन, when this is not commented out, then result will be seen only over here. You cannot see the result in plaxis itself. But if you want to see the result in plaxis doing one model at a time, then insert hash in these lines and the plaxis windows will not close, but your result will still be accessible over here. Okay, so let's run the model, and while running the model I'll explain something else. Currently we have two models, only variation is in backfill angle, other are all just individual values. So let's start in 1, end in 1, end in 2, and let's do grouted. Okay. So while this model is running, I would like to show some things over here. I'd like to say something. So model 1 is running. It is shown over here. Things to be noted are that when you open VS Code, make sure that it is running in open folder mode. Okay, so point is being selected for call. It's in. So how you will know it is in open folder mode is that this bar over here will be colored in blue. If you open only this file, then this bar will be purple colored, in which case this program will not function properly. So make sure that you have opened the folder in which all of these files are located. Please go to here, open files. Sorry, I mean open folder, and open the folder in which all of these files provided to you are located. So okay, so one model is completed here, and immediately this once the required output of factor of safety and displacement taken, this is whited out. The windows has been closed by plaxis, closed in the plaxis by the sclose and siclose and soclose functions. So when these are active, this is what you will see. Okay, so let's go to advanced. Okay, so we can see that when we imported 1 and 2, only one model was run. That means when you want to run one model, you have to input 1 and 2. When you have to run 5 models, you have to input 1 and 6, and so on. Okay, so let's run in commented out mode. Let's close the find window. Now let's run the program again. Let's run from 2 to 3. Okay. So sometimes you might make errors and run the file board nailing or loopsamyak file, in which case you might see this kind of error. This is not the intended way of running this program. The intended way is that you run the main.py function, otherwise it will throw the error like this. So let's run main.py again. Make sure that after you make changes over here that you save, otherwise the changes will not be registered and previously saved program will be run. So now let's run model 2 to 4, let's say. Let's do grouted, since we have made change in the grouted file or board file, whatever you remember. So model number 2 is running. So this error you can ignore. It's because I did not close this windows, but it will run anyways. So as we can see, the second model is change in backfill angle. This should run fairly quickly because factor of safety should be lower than what was obtained in the backfill 0 case. The result that we obtained in the previous run, it has been saved here. You can see that the last is displacement and the second last is factor of safety, which is 2.2 nearly. sometimes you are just interested when you are running thousands of models, you are not interested in individual models but the trend of the models, and so you just want this text file results which you can later export to Excel or other data analysis programs which we have also provided, and you can do the data analysis, get the results of the entire trend. Okay, so we will know that model 2 has finished running when we have a change in this file. It should be right about now. Your last phase is being run, which is safety phase. It usually takes longer time in the safety phase. So now the output is being started, the output is being taken, the factor of safety are being taken, and we should have a result. Okay. So we got the output. As I was saying, factor of safety is quite a bit lower since only change is in backfill and all of them are same. And sometimes you get an error like this. So if you just encounter random error, then you should just run it again. So what happened here is that this window was not closed since we commented out these lines, and therefore there is an error over here. But you can now inspect this individual model in detail manually in the plaxis itself. You can check the mesh quality, you can check deformations or stresses, whatever you wish to check. You can create stage-wise graph. Now this is part of plaxis, and explaining that is not the scope of this video. So that is the important part in here. I just like to show one last thing, that where should you make changes so that when there is need to identify that which models are good, which models are bad, that is which models fail, and store them separately. We have the code for that as well, and that happens in here, and model skipper.py. So what these do is they identify which models are weaker than our passing criteria, which models are stronger than what we want. For example, here the passing criteria is that factor of safety is, if it is less than 2, then we consider the model is too weak, and it will be stored in tooweak.py. Here there is result from previous runs, but if you ignore that, you should have finished models over here. The latest 2 runs are over here. Those parameters are just stored. And the result you can take from here. The criteria we are considering for a model to be way too strong than required is greater than 3. You can change this as well. It will be stored in toostrong.csv. And one more thing is where the displacement criteria you have to change over here. This one is displacement, and if it is less than 1/333 of the cut slope depth, and then that we are considering to be too weak. that is all I have to say in this video. Thank you for your patience. I will send this link. I'll send this video, upload in Drive, as well as upload as an unlisted video in YouTube link, so that it is accessible only via link, even if you lose the Drive file. Thank you. Thank you for your patience, and bye bye.